Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another interview here at BCTV. As always, I'm Mateo here with Shelly Brusma. How are we doing today?
We're doing just fine. We are so thrilled at the weather and the turnout of folks. It's been a very successful day. We're really pleased with what is going on here for the vendors, for the fire trucks, and of course our big claim to fame is the 1959 fire truck that was found in Brighton, Michigan, with Gaines Township printed on the side. And we're pretty sure one of our former fire chiefs painted those letters on there. So we're even more elated that they found it. We're able to drive it all the way back to Dutton was not a problem. So, no, I think once it is fixed up, the hot dog sales today are to go towards the restoration of the fire truck. So, no, we're pleased with it. And all the people that have been customers, my vendors, I just toured all the vendors. They're very happy with everything that is going on. And, of course, what a beautiful day. Always a little windy. But this is Windy City right here. Every year it's the same if it's not raining. So we're real pleased with it.
Absolutely. I was thinking today fully, beautifully encapsulates what it is to be a fall afternoon. I think it very much, a little chilly, not too cold, nice wind. I think it very much encapsulates what a good fall afternoon is, yes.
Oh, you're totally correct. This is perfect weather. Some people think it's a little cold, but I just think it's perfect for this kind of event and for people to be a part of it. Pretty soon we'll hand out trophies to the fire trucks and to the antique tractors. And I know they appreciate that, and I appreciate them coming. So I think overall this is our 13th year. So some people think 13's unlucky, but not in this case. It's been fantastic. 5 years I've been doing this totally on my own, and I am thrilled with the outcome. Takes a little work. I made 28 loaves of bread to sell for the historical booth, of which I'm president, and it's very nice for Byron Center Television to come out and spend time with us. We're very elated. Mr. Brian Deemer read his book just now, the novel that he wrote, and pretty soon my son is singing because the afternoon entertainment couldn't come through, so my son is a singer and does gigs all over, so he's filled in for Ma. So it's just been a very rewarding day for me. A couple hours sleep and away we go.
So now you said you organized this all by yourself, is that correct?
You're totally correct about that, yes, Takes me about, maybe a week or two to put the basics all together. Make sure that you got the letters to the vendors. Make sure that your entertainment. Make sure your porta johns are ordered. There's just, a number of things that go into it. The barbecue wagon. We try to do this as a copy of 100 years ago. So that's why the barbecue, the hot dogs, that's what they did. Farmers 100 years ago met in an area like this, probably closer to 76th Street. And would spend a Sunday together. Everything was potluck, and they'd exchange sometimes vendor products and farm goods. And that's what I'm copying. That's why you don't see brats, you don't see pizzas, because they didn't do that in those days, So that's what I envisioned when I started this. I had a member who was in her 90s, and she told me she went on horse and buggy to these events. And that's where the idea got planted to do this.
Today we have Precious right next to a sister Baby who is off over here to the side. Precious, now people are saying, people as in your owner, people are saying that you were a very jealous Baby against Baby because Baby was fed more than you by your owner and not your mother. Care to comment on this?
My name's Lily. What's your name?
Ava,
Nice. What's your favorite color?
pink and yellow.
Wow, mine is pink as well. So, what was your favorite thing about today? Did you like what we're doing right now, the tractor ride? Yeah, it was pretty cool. What was your favorite animal?
Pony.
The pony. Do you know her name? Blackjack. Blackjack, yeah.
I think a goat with blue eyes.
Yeah, Bluey. Did you eat any cool food?
Yeah.
What'd you eat? Donuts. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say? Yeah, do you have anything you want to say? A shout out to your mom or anything?
Hi, Mom.
Here I am with Dan. How are you doing today, Dan?
Good, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, great. And what do we have here today, Dan?
Yeah, so these are some handmade soaps. I started a small business called Fresh Intentions, and I make handmade natural product soap to help reduce chemicals in the home and on our skin.
And what made you want to get into this?
Well, we have 2 kids of our own, and when you have kids, quite often you kind of reevaluate things a little bit. And for us, we wanted to minimize the different chemicals that we were putting on our kids' skin to help cut back on some of the chemicals and all that. So I decided to start making it for ourselves and then broaden it a little bit and make it for the general public because people seem to like it.
Absolutely. Now, what's your favorite scent we have here today?
That's a great question. My new favorite is cypress sage. Kind of smells like a fresh forest, and that is a newer one that I just started making. Use some essential oil, some cypress oil, and some sage oil to give it a nice, clean, earthy smell.
Now, is there a scent that you had the most trouble with? Like you had an idea that you wanted to get down and you just couldn't figure out what was going on, but you eventually got there?
Yeah, so I found this to be a lot more creative and artsy than I anticipated initially because it's kind of an art. You have to kind of hone your skill and adapt a little bit. And so the caramel bourbon, I add some caramel bourbon scent to it, but then also you add coffee grounds and you have multiple layers. And so it is a little tricky to make sure that soap doesn't harden on you because if it gets hard, it's kind of impossible to work with. So it's kind of a delicate thing.
Yep. Dan changing the world because people just smell way too much and wants to make sure everyone is nice and clean in a safe way, right?
Yes, clean and safe. Yeah, definitely. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much for your time, Dan. I appreciate it. I am Mateo here with Dave McKee. How are you today, Dave?
I'm fine, thank you.
And what do we have here exactly that we are selling today?
They're wooden 3-dimensional puzzles They all stand up like this right here. They're interlocking parts, so you can pick them up, carry them around. They can be played like a toy. Tip them sideways, they come apart. They go back in a lined case.
And how'd you get into making something like this?
I just like woodworking. I like different species of woods, their colors and the shapes. And saw the puzzles someplace, people making just a puzzle. So when I started them, I thought, well, I'm going to have a back for them too, so the kids can put them together well.
And when did you get into woodworking, or has it been something you've always just liked throughout your life?
I've always worked with wood since I was a kid. My grandpa was a woodworker and always hung out with him in his garage when we were there. So I just like it.
Now, is there a certain piece here that you're the most proud of? Like, hey, that one was most difficult to accomplish, and I'm really proud of that.
This eagle is on us picking up a salmon, flying, and the piece of wood just matches it to me. I mean, it just makes it really come alive.